Did you know that, in a democracy, trust between politicians and voters is vital for good governance and active participation? However, political cynicism, marked by distrust in leaders and apathy towards politics, has been rising, especially among the youth, threatening democratic engagement. This study, determining political cynicism among students of National University Manila, seeks to understand how political cynicism affects trust in politicians and how young people form political views despite holding critical perspectives.
Let me take you to the documentary of how students from Pol 231 have worked on their finals for basic statistics. In the academic journey of Pol 231 students, mastery of statistical analysis is essential. This documentary provides an in-depth look at the rigorous process behind their final project in basic statistics. From data gathering to statistical computation in SPSS, every step is approached with precision, ensuring that findings are rooted in accuracy and integrity. Behind this effort stands a dedicated team, each member contributing their expertise, designing surveys, analyzing patterns, and interpreting the numbers that tell a story beyond words. Data is more than just numbers. It carries meaning and insight into behaviors, trends, and the realities of human experiences. Through structured methodology, students employ SPSS, a powerful tool for statistical analysis, transforming raw data into knowledge that supports informed conclusions.
Good day everyone, this is Elisa and GUSMO together with Adrian Pascual here to demonstrate in this video the process of solving for the Cronbach alpha and discussing its result. First, we open our SPSS and input our data. And while Pascual does that, allow me to share what data she is importing. Now to share, the data are from our validated instrument, a survey determining political cynicism among students of National University Manila. It was validated by our professor, Ma'am Sumawi of the Political Science Department of National University Manila and was also tested for Cronbach alpha. Now going back, what Pascual had done there was to open the file icon, change the file type into Excel, and input our data that for documentation purposes is saved on Excel. Now next, from the data view, we go to the variable view and we'll change the type into numeric and measure into ordinal and scale. Now for this one, Pascual will do it manually, and as she does so, allow me to explain it briefly. Type will be changed into numeric as the variable represents numerical values, and string as another variable we have, the gender is text-based. Now for our instrument, we've used numerical values as well through Likert scale 1 being strongly agree and 6 being strongly disagree. And since I've mentioned it, I just want to also mention that we've resorted to 6 choices to prevent experiencing central tendency error. Now moving forward, we've changed measure into ordinal since our instrument's choice also represent ordered data, and the scale for the age as it has both interval and ratio level. Now that we're done with that, let's proceed to our next step, which is the reliability test. For this part, we're going to click on the Analyze button, click on the scale, and click on the reliability analysis. Now, items on the left box should be transferred into the right boxes. That would mean that we're analyzing that data. And for the model, it should remain as alpha. Next, we click on the statistics, and under the descriptive score, we click all 3 boxes, items, scale, and scale if item deleted, and then click continue. And for the skill level, this is not required but we'll change this into political cynicism. And then we just click on OK, and there we have the results. And since we've already validated this instrument, the results should pass the internal consistency threshold of 0.7 for us to be able to consider the results of this survey as valid. Now looking at the result, we have 0.995, which means that our validated instrument was indeed valid, and so is the result that this instrument has provided us about political cynicism among students of National University, Manila. With that being said, thank you so much for staying with us throughout this video.
The pursuit of true research demands commitment, discipline, and ethical responsibility. This is their journey, a commitment to understanding the world through data-driven insights. In the pursuit of knowledge, students embarked on a meticulous documentation process, bridging the digital and physical worlds to gather responses crucial to their research.
Through online platforms like Messenger, participants were invited to share their insights, contributing their voices to a growing body of knowledge. Others engage in face-to-face discussions, carefully review the questionnaire before providing their responses. Each respondent made an informed decision, acknowledging their role in the study and granting permission for their answers to be utilized in the research process. A crucial aspect of ethical research, this consent agreement ensured transparency and respect for the individual's data.
Under the provisions of the Data Privacy Act of 2012, confidentiality remains paramount. Every response is safeguarded, ensuring that personal information is handled with the utmost care and integrity.
For these students, research is more than just a process. It is a commitment to ethical inquiry, responsible data collection, and the pursuit of knowledge that respects the voices behind the numbers.